buenas, muy buenas. Volvemos. Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. Y bueno, supongo que lo seguiré haciendo en Locura. Ya veremos si el 2 es mucho más difícil. Hola, Benayo. Y si veo que es muy difícil, le bajo la dificultad. Oye, tampoco vamos a estar aquí muriendo cada 5 minutos. Sí, tío, me tengo que levantar súper temprano mañana para ir a currar. Me tengo que levantar a las 4 de la mañana. Y si lo hago a las 11:30, entonces dormiría 2 o 3 horas y va a ser que no. Así que nada, le daremos un tiento de un par de horitas, un poquito más a lo mejor, ya veremos. Vale, pues... ¿Cómo ves el sonido? ¿Está muy alto o muy flojo? Vale, más efectos, iniciar. Supongo que el guardado... A ver, si le doy a opciones... No he tocado nada desde la última vez, así que no tiene que haber ningún cambio. Voy a dejar así tal como está. Ya, pero claro, como estaba jugando al Dice Gone, a lo mejor he subido o he bajado el de este del juego. Ahora por alguna razón no hay música, no sé por qué. Pues está cargando. Vale, a ver, más efectos. Nueva partida, sí, claro. Importar personaje de Mass Effect 1. ¿Lo importo? Partida guardada, John Shepard, level 55. Sí, ¿no? Le doy a importar. Pero la clase la puedo cambiar, ¿no? Aunque importe que yo era soldado. Vale, dificultad. Vamos a poner... locura. Subida a nivel no. Subtítulos sí. Uso de talento del pelotón. No, lo voy a hacer como el otro, solamente defensivo. Y guardado automático, sí. Vale, estaba... Vale. Ok. ¿Esto qué es? Nombre, John Shepard. Soldado. ¡No! ¿Qué he hecho? No sé qué he hecho, le he dado un botón, tío. Ah, la clase la puedo cambiar aunque yo importe que era soldado, ¿no? Vale. Quiero ser un biótico o algo, tío, cambiar un poquillo. Aunque molaba mucho, era de soldado. Sobre todo por regeneración de vida.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
Hostia, ¿puedo hacer acceso directo? Hostia, menos mal, tío. Menos mal.
War. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero.
Miranda.
Bloody
Esta es nueva, ¿no?
But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Este tío me recuerda al de...
Ensuring that we don't lose him.
Al de Expediente X, tío, el que siempre estaba fumando. Un mes después del ataque devastador de la Ciudadela, la humanidad ha tomado el control político de la galaxia. Ahora el Consejo, liderado por humanos, está obligado a responder a la evidencia que han vuelto a los segadores. Máquinas enormes, ¿vale? Los segadores han vuelto, vale. Para disipar los rumores, el Consejo ha enviado al comandante Shepard a la Normandía. No me ha dejado leerlo. Vale, bueno. A ver. Quiero a tener un biótico o algo, tío, así, tener algo de poderes.
Disengaging FTL drives.
Pero no me dijiste que había un tipo de... una especie de cómic.
Board is green. We are running silent.
Ah, está basado en Expediente X, tío. Ay, me recordaba eso, tío. Pero no decías que había un tipo, una especie de cómic o algo, ¿me dijiste?
Something happened to him.
Como de resumen.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Ah, bueno, a lo mejor el cómic no sale porque he importado partida. Entonces, como me lo guarda todo, ya no me sale, ¿no? Porque seguramente no importaría partida. Supongo que es eso, que al importar partida no te sale el cómic para saber lo que hiciste o algo.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
Hostia, Liara.
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on.
¿Está muy alto? ¿Cómo lo ves?
Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either.
Te he dado una orden, no hay tiempo de discutir. Te he dado una orden. A ver, Liara, por favor. No empecemos.
Get the crew onto the evac shuttle. I'll take care of Joker.
Shepard!
Liara, go. Now.
Aye, aye. Everybody in! Go, go, go!
Joder, ¿cómo empieza esto, no? Lo que pasa es que no me acuerdo de los botones. Ah, un poco bajo en la cinemática, dices, el juego. ¿Sí?
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy! I can still save her!
The Normandy's dead. Just like us, we don't get the hell out of here.
No, we just have to... Oh no. They're coming around for another attack! Watch the arm!
Creo que nos hemos quedado sin nave, creo. No me jodas que morimos. ¿Qué cojones? No me jodas que no llevo a Separ en el 2. No me jodas, tío. Mass Effect Genesis es un cómic interactivo. Ah, vale, esto es lo que tú decías. Que resumen los eventos en más... ¿Quieres dar un repaso? Sí. No me jodas que ahora tengo que llevar a otro personaje que no es Shepard, tío.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet.
Vale, es un resumen, ¿no?
It's
Del
everything that
1.
happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked.
Bueno, más o menos lo
They'd
recuerdo,
seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Kaidan Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent.
Hostia,
for my
Kaidan
office.
murió.
We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams.
Salvé a Ashley, ¿no? Creo, sí.
Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen.
Bueno, va bien el resumen, pero más o menos me acuerdo.
Scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact. A beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close.
Supongo que si importado no me va a dejar elegir acciones, ¿no?
Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move, could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel.
Udina murió, ¿verdad?
It
Sí.
seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the
¿O
ship
no?
we'd seen was a potential threat. As was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors
Hostia,
from the
Saren,
colony
tío, es
in
verdad.
Eden Prime. And there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to
Sí, sí,
convince the
salvé
Council.
a Ashley.
They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something
Luego-
like that. They needed proof.
Tenía que elegir entre
Which meant
Udina
I needed proof.
y Anderson y elegí a Anderson,
Fortunately,
creo.
I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security.
Ah, no muere Udina, pero
He
elegí a
ordered from
Anderson,
superiors
¿verdad?
that he shouldn't get involved. He told
Elegí a mi
me he was
capitán
suspicious of
para
Saren.
que se encargara de la ciudadela, puede ser, o del consejo.
More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive.
Eso, elegir a Anderson como consejero, sí.
The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tali.
Mala,
A tech
vamos por lo de
expert
Tali.
for hacking. She'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty.
Y ahora faltaría
Tali's
Liara.
evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic.
Pero Saren llegó a traer a los segadores, no me
Wiping out
acuerdo.
all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre.
No me deja elegir nada, supongo que sería por importar. Bueno,
My
mejor.
first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert.
No, supongo que da por hecho porque me está haciendo un resumen de lo que yo hice al importar el juego. ¿No? A lo mejor si no le importo tengo que decidir yo.
And born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision.
Porque no me deja elegir nada,
but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I told Liara about how I felt. Apparently, she'd felt it too. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission. Finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead.
Sí, yo creo que es por la partida importada,
Novaria, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone. With the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the
vale, a esta gente los dejé ir, no los maté.
I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire
Vale, bien. Sí, sigue lo que yo hice,
yo
creo.
The Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research.
Yo la dejé vivir, la reina Rachi.
Rex disagreed. Violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me
Y
destroy
aquí fue cuando convencí a Rex.
But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction.
Vale, y aquí decidí salvar a Ashley.
Before we could detonate
Así
the
que
bomb,
Caden
Saren
tiene que
showed.
morir.
We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, He ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I
Vale,
tried,
solo pude salvar a uno de ellos, que
but
fue
I
a
wasn't
Saren.
fast enough. I could only save one of them. Kaidan was a good man and a great soldier.
Pobre
To
Kaidan.
choose, and I chose Ash. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. Liara saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Kaidan's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we'd put our feelings aside for the sake of that mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other, and it was perfect. While it lasted. We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank.
Vale, aquí cuando ya me cargo a Saren.
The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He had caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping.
Joder, sí
And
que
with
dura, ¿no?
Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our Human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council could be replaced. The fleets were needed here and now if we were going to defeat Sovereign. Even
Que no
with
me
the Citadel
acuerdo.
back in my control,
¿Llegamos a luchar
Saren
contra los
defeated,
segadores?
and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet. The battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took
No
the combined
recuerdo un
fleets of
combate contra
humanity
los
and the other
segadores.
races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina.
Ah, no lucho, ¿verdad? Sí, es que no recordaba eso.
And ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none
Sí,
of
sí,
that mattered.
fue una
The Reapers
cinemática,
survived.
¿verdad?
And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Vale. Otra misión rutinaria y nos atacan y a tomar por culo a la ciudadela. Digo, la ciudadela, toma por culo a la Normandía.
Commander Shepard has been recovered.
¿Comandante Shepard ha sido recuperado?
Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
¿Cómo cojones estamos vivos? Mando un trofeo por no hacer nada. Proyecto Lázaro. Aceptar rostro importado. Sí, ¿no? Sí. Vale, aquí puedo elegir entonces. Vanguardia, ¿no? ¿Era lo que yo quería? ¿O qué? No me acuerdo ya, tío. ¿Qué es lo que quiero? ¿Infiltrado qué es? Ocultación táctica, incineración y pirateo. Equipo y poderes para acabar con cualquier enemigo. Vanguardia. Carga biótica, atracción, onda de choque, escopeta, pistola y subfusil. Armadura, lanzamiento, alteración. Hostia, esto es lo que yo quería, ¿no? ¿Un centinela? Adepto. Hostia, singularidad era muy bueno, tío. Alteración y lanzamiento. No, ingeniero. Hostia, adepto, tío. Es que singularidad era muy bueno, tío. Es que me acuerdo de singularidad, alteración y lanzamiento. Y atracción, tío. Que era muy bueno. Vanguardia. Carga biótica, atracción. Entrenamiento con munición incendiaria y criogénica. Solo lleva pistola y subfusil, tío. No sé, tío. Y cojo soldado otra vez. Buenas, abuelo. Es que soldado, tío. ¿Qué cojo, tío? ¿Qué cojo? Me mola adepto, pero... por la alteración y lanzamiento, tío. Pero vanguardia también. Carga biótica, atracción, onda de choque. Todos llevan subfusil. Y entrenamiento de munición incendiaria y criogénica. Voy a coger adepto, va. Alteración, lanzamiento, singularidad, atracción. Venga, va, adepto. No sé cómo se juega con adepto, pero... venga, va, adepto, sí. Granada cegadora. Elige uno, solo no tengo nada. Mis logros, pero si dice el platino, tío. Solo tengo una cosa. Adepto, no sé yo... Claro, es que en locura... Ah, venga, va, que pase lo que tenga que pasar. Venga, va, adepto, sí. Da igual.
He's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of his surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda, I think he's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. He's not ready yet. Give him the sedative.
Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts.
Adepto, bueno, a ver cómo se juega con adeptos.
Steps pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Lo que me molaba del soldado es que el arma que llevaba, tío, guau, estaba súper OP.
That was too close. We almost lost him.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Combinaciones bióticas, bueno, solo iré aprendiendo.
Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack. There's a pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry! Grab the pistol and armor from the locker.
Subida de nivel 3000, joder, macho. Recoge la pistola. 38 de rebeldía, 190 de virtud. ¿Por? ¿Todo eso por qué?
You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
This pistol doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from. Damn it! Those canisters by the door are going to blow. Get behind cover now. Keep your
¿Cómo
head
recargo,
down,
tío?
Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast.
¿What? ¿Qué estoy haciendo?
Hurry,
¿Qué es
find
esto?
some cover. Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol. Looks like they set up a barricade to try holding the mechs off.
¿Cubrirse?
Bolt over the barricade and keep moving. Look out!
¿Cómo me curo? ¿Por qué no se cura? Madre de Dios.
Moving, we need to get to the shuttles.
Hostia, no se calienta el arma aquí. Llevo munición, llevo balas entonces. No se calienta el arma. Espérate, tío, que estoy ahora mismo. ¿Cómo recojo esto? ¿Cómo me agachaba, tío? Vale. Vale, armas y poderes. Zoom y disparar. Vale. ¡No! ¿Cómo cojones he tirado eso, tío? ¿A qué botón le he dado? Vale, al triángulo, vale. Pero mis poderes, ¿dónde eran, tío? Ah, no me puedo agachar aquí. ¿Pero dónde estaban mis poderes, tío? No me acuerdo. ¿Pero cómo cojones he entrado yo al menú de los poderes que ahora no me sale? No, me estoy buscando de botón, tío. A ver, por favor. Mis poderes, ¿dónde están mis poderes, tío? Es que me matan. A ver. Hola, Espectro. Espérate, tío, que le he dado un botón para saber mis poderes y ya no sé dónde están. Ah, coño, que hay que dejarlo pulsado, joder. Vale, a ver qué tengo. Granada cegadora. Vale, el triángulo es una esfera de energía oscura. Dejado, Ah, singularidad, vale. Vale. R1. Alteración. Y para curarme. Vale, pero me falta atracción y lo otro, ¿no? Vale. Tía, esto de cubrirse con un botón no me gusta, ¿eh? Vale, ahora sí. ¿Cómo corro? Vale. Vale. Pero agáchate. Dios, pero es como me quitan tanta vida, tío. ¿What? Esto de locura, cuidado, ¿Puedo subir de nivel ya? Joder, me equivoco, tío. ¿Dónde se subía de nivel? Ah, vale, puntos de pelotón 6, vale. Alteración, lanzamiento, no tengo. Atracción. Descarga tu poder biótico antes, más deprisa y con más intensidad. Lanza un explosivo para causar conmoción, desorientación y daños menores impactando a los objetivos próximos. No sé qué estoy haciendo. Vale, no sé lo que he hecho, pero vale. Vale, el L1 es atracción. R1 alteración. Y singularidad del triángulo. Y esto lo de la granada, vale. Tío, pero cúbrete, es que me cago en lo... está muy mal hecho esto. ¿Cómo me cubro, tío? No. ¿Me cubro en la X? Vale, en la X. Vale, si quiero tirar una granada. Vale, tengo que apuntar, ¿no? ¡Oh! No he llegado. Vale.
Requesting assistance. Hostile forces have engaged. Backup options engaged.
Nice work, Shepard. Coast is clear.
Vale. Me tengo que acostumbrar, a esto. Vale, entonces aquí las armas no se recalientan, tío. Va por munición. Vaya cambio, ¿no?
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mix distracted for long. More reinforcements heading your way. Grab the grenade launcher off the
Recoge el
security
lanzagranadas.
officer's body. Here come the mechs. Use the grenade launcher to take them out. Take the elevator down.
Me gusta el lanzagranadas. Vale, ¿cómo cambio de arma rápido, tío? ¡No! ¡Joder! ¿No puedo cambiar de arma rápido?
Hurry! Get to the door! Run! You're doing fine, Shepard. Head to the next room and I'll try to meet you. Shepard, read me. I've got men closing in on my position.
Vale, con el cuadrado recupero el arma anterior, ¿no? Vale. Vale, ok.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery.
Muchos botones hay ahora al principio.
Functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological
Me
activity.
digel.
But to accelerate the process, we
Ah, no,
will
chatarra.
pursue organic reconstruction of the subject to
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all his money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
Cuidado, chicos, cuidado. No sé quién es, pero vale, ha muerto.
Log update. I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same. Maybe she's worried Shepard might be coming.
Shepard, what the hell?
¿Quién es?
Requesting assistance.
Come on over.
Tía, esto de que las armas vayan con munición.
Get over here.
Ah, vale, este es un biótico también, como yo.
What are you doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
Creía que todavía eres trabajo pendiente. ¿Quién coño eres tú?
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
A ver, no creo que sea momento de preguntar ahora, ¿no? Así que vamos para adelante, ¿no? O bueno, ¿por qué nos atacan? Eso sí.
What's with the mechs?
Security. Usually they fight for us. Somebody must have hacked them. That should be impossible, unless you've got access. We've got to get you out of here, Shepard.
Vale, vamos.
It's your station, Jake.
Luego preguntamos.
First step, let's finish off these metal bastards. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
Es biótico, vale, como yo. No, yo qué era. Hostia, pero ¿por qué fallo, tío? Vale, este tiene lo mismo que yo, ¿no? Atracción.
Falling back.
Vale, me mola jugar con poderes, ¿eh? ¿Y yo qué era, tío? Adepto, ¿no? Me puse yo.
Before we go anywhere, I need some answers.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Vale, investiguemos. Tripulación de la Normandía, lo más importante.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Vale, están vivos todos. Bien.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance.
¿Han pasado 2 años?
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
Miranda.
When I first woke up,
¿Quién es
someone
Miranda?
named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing.
Han pasado 2 años, tío.
Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Vale.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
¿Quién es este?
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech.
Vale, el jefe técnico.
Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Hostia, 2 años, tío. A ver, que yo me acuerde. A ver, tengo singularidad en triángulo. Alteración R1. Y atracción en L1. Vale.
They've seen us.
Damn it, Wilson. This room's crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Vale, probemos. Esto era... Vale. Ok. Vale, esto era... A ver. Vale, esto era lo que flota. Vale. Vale, estos son lo que flota. Pero no tiene cooldown, tío. Vale, esto es lo que flota. Es que no me acuerdo, tío. ¿Qué es atracción? ¿Y alteración? Vale, contra armaduras y barreras. Vale. Vale. Vale, más o menos.
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Up those stairs, Shepard.
Oh God! I'm hit! They shot me!
Shepard, down here!
Eso supongo que explota, ¿verdad? Ah, coño, que está aquí.
Bastards got me in the leg!
Me acuerdo de ti, la verdad es que no me acuerdo.
We need to get off this station.
I'm not going anywhere till someone fixes my leg.
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall.
Vale, Medigel.
Wilson's hurt bad. He needs help.
Tía, pues no sé si ponerme Medigel en un atajo, ¿eh?
Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening?
Pero dicen que el 2 es el mejor, ¿no?
Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
No confío en nadie, tío.
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she?
Ah, el Medigel no es para curarme.
There are only two possible
Solo para revivir.
explanations. She's either dead or she's a traitor.
Este tío, ¿por qué no quiere ayudar a Miranda, tío?
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor, but that doesn't change the facts. We're here.
Pero me molaba lo del arma, tío, que se recalentara. Hostia, pero si tiro veneno le voy a dar a esta gente. ¿Esto es veneno? Hostia, pero me quitan un puñado de vida, ¿sabes? Y esto de estar recargando... Uff. Sobrecarga con las cajas. ¿Quién tiene sobrecarga? Ah, vale, este.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
No me interesa la sobrecarga.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project. The program that rebuilt you. It's
Cerberus.
fundamentally controlled by Cerberus.
Me suena, tío.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together.
El primer boss, no, se acabó de empezar.
Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Hombre ilusorio.
Elusive Man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah, that's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
Mejor que tenga respuestas.
I don't care what his name is. He just needs to answer my questions. All of them.
He spent a lot of money and time bringing you back. I'm sure he'll be more than happy to tell you whatever you want to know.
It's not much farther to the shuttle bay.
Dos de rebeldía, 4 de virtud, vale. ¿Coño? Vale, entonces el Medigel no sirve para curarme. Revive a cualquier miembro herido. Ah, vale, pero en el 1 era para curarme, ¿verdad? El Medigel. Vale, pues entonces nada. Entonces no me sirve. Compañero, si te quitas de en medio. ¿What? ¿Pero cómo me matan tanto, tío? ¿Qué locura es esta, tío? Ah, me quitan un puñado de vida, ¿eh? Buah, ¿por dónde es ahora, tío? ¿Por allí?
Charge him up!
Excuse me. Collision proximity warning.
My shields are down.
No llego, ¿no? Desde ahí. Tengo que aprenderme bien los botones, tío. Todavía no sé qué hace cada cosa.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is...
Sí, tío, me quitan muchísima vida en locura, ¿eh?
Proceed as planned.
¿Esto qué es? ¿Qué hay que hacer aquí? Buscar parejas. Vale, menos mal que no va por tiempo, ¿eh? Ah, vale, dinero.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the
¿Por dónde es, tío?
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
What?
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
¿Qué coño hace? Se la ha cargado.
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Ahora no puedes interrogarle, hija mía.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
Vale, ¿y ahora qué? Hombre, ¿sabía que estaba mintiendo? No, la verdad es que no. ¿Ahora qué hacemos, va?
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Vale, esta es la que me ha salvado, ¿no, Miranda?
Way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Sí, vamos a investigar, ¿eh? Me interesa. Supervivientes.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
¿Por qué yo soy tan importante, tío? ¿Por qué soy tan importante?
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson
Bien,
figured out I
bien.
was helping you when he
Shepard no se fía de Miranda. Bien, bien.
I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
Venga, Mirayo, yo no voy a estar mucho tiempo hoy. Me tengo que levantar mañana a las 4 de la mañana, tío. Así que voy a intentar hacer el tutorial y mañana ya seguimos.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
¿Y si no voy, qué?
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
Vale, no tengo salida. Pues vámonos.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or two, in your case. Come on.
Come on. Hostia, está guapo, está muy guapo, ¿eh? Pero todavía no me aclaro con los poderes.
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda. More tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
2 años.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an
Claro, pero entonces,
for most of it.
¿mis coleguillas saben que estamos
The sooner
vivos?
we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you grew up on Earth. Tough environment, no parents. You enlisted and you survived a Thresher Maw attack that wiped out the rest of your team. Do you remember that?
Sí, me acuerdo.
I lost a lot of friends that day. Going through something like that changes you. It can break you, if you let it.
I read the report. 50 Marines died on a cruise. You were the only one who lived. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
Fue una elección difícil, tío. Tenía que salvar a Kaidan o a Ashley.
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander. And I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the Elusive Man accepts our little field test as evidence enough. The Elusive Man is waiting for you in the other room.
El hombre ilusorio que espera. Vale, ¿esta es nuestra nueva nave o esto qué es?
I wouldn't keep the Elusive Man waiting.
¿No? Bueno, yo me estoy viendo en HD.
The Elusive Man is waiting for you in the other room.
Armadura, aspecto. ¿Eh? Selecciona, personaliza tu armadura de combate. Casco, sin casco. Hostia, ¿me da? ¿Aumenta el daño del arma un 5%? Depende del casco, me da. Aumenta la salud. Hostias, esto es nuevo. Hombre, pues... hombre, supongo que... aumenta el daño del arma, ¿no? ¿Un 5% o qué? Coraza. Aumenta el daño de los poderes un 3%. Hombros. Aumenta el daño de armas. Pero no lo puedo cambiar. Solo puedo cambiar el casco. Vale. Hombre, no me gusta mucho, pero si me da más 5% de arma, mejor. Y aspecto informal. Selecciona la indumentaria que llevarás en Normandía. ¿What? Me mola esta. Ni puto caso, ¿no me ha hecho? No me gusta el casco, tío. Ah, pero bueno, va.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive Man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
A necessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
No me conoces, compañero. Creo.
Might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
Ahórrate las formalidades.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not
Por
just
eso me han
in
recuperado,
what you've
tío.
experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
The Alliance is overwhelmed by the responsibility you gave them. They're too busy building relations to put resources into verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity.
No me fío de este
Reapers
tío,
are targeting us, trying to wipe us out. Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Puede que te crea.
It's true. If the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda y Jacob te informarán. Debo fiarme de ellos, pero bueno, preguntarle esto a este tío que tampoco me fío de él. La verdad es que no tengo otra opción, ¿no?
Is this a volunteer job or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do.
Sí, tío, pero yo quiero ver a mis compis. Pero ¿dónde están mis compañeros? Yo quiero mi Joker y Liara y Tali y toda esta gente, tío.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
Hombre, primero vamos a darle las gracias, ¿no? ¿Pareces celosa? ¿Celosa por qué? Vamos a darle las gracias, ¿no? Por resucitarme.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
Solo espero que haya merecido la pena. Mucha gente se dejó la vida en esta estación. A ver.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Me gusta esta tía, me gusta.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
Vale.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No, The elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
¿Ya me está dando calabazas esta?
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
Es un poco borde esta tía, ¿eh? Algunas cosas habrían sido diferentes. Por ejemplo...
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Pues menos mal, macho.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Vale, el proyecto Lázaro.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive
Ah, no,
man
coño,
was.
esto lo acabo de
If I
preguntar.
was running the show, would have done a few things
La misión
differently.
actual.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
Vale.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
Ok. 2 de rebeldía, 10 de virtud.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
Jacob me cae bien, este tío me cae bien.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
Confío... A ver, ¿verdad? Acabo de decir que sí que me cae bien, pero hombre, confiar... De momento no, porque esta gente no sé quiénes son. No estoy muy seguro.
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
At least you're giving me a chance. Most Alliance soldiers hate Cerberus on principle.
You said you served in the Alliance?
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship
Vale, si esto no me interesa, ¿lo puedo pasar?
that fell outside. Technically, we weren't part of it. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules. But there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed
Así que el tío ha desertado de la Alianza.
change after the attack on the Citadel. The old council was dead, and humanity took control of the new one. But nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different.
Hombre, pero el líder ahora es Anderson.
We don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
Vale.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
Ok.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
4 de virtud. ¿Y esta gente cómo entro aquí, tío? ¿No puedo entrar ahí? Vale, creo que he podido subir de nivel, ¿no? Vale. Me interesaría el lanzamiento. Ah, 2 puntos gasta. Este 2 que gasta 2 puntos. Mierda. No lo sabía. Ah, ¿puedo deshacer los puntos? No. Vale, misiones. Investiga sobre los colonos desaparecidos. En la cubierta de atraque te espera una nave para llevarte al progreso de... Vale. Esto es lo que tengo que hacer ahora. Investiga la colonia. Vale. Pero aquí puedo elegir la que quiero hacer, ¿no? ¿O no? Vale, y secundarias no tengo. Vale, pues lo voy a dejar aquí, tío. Porque tengo que madrugar un puñado hoy. Y antes de irme a meterme en una misión, prefiero dejarlo aquí. Pues nada, mañana seguimos. Es muy, pero que muy buen comienzo, ¿eh? Me ha gustado muchísimo el comienzo. Lo que pasa que quiero saber dónde están mis coleguillas, tío. Ashley, Liara, Tali, toda esta gente. Y Anderson, sobre todo. Así que nada, mañana más, macho. Mañana más que no puedo. Hoy no puedo más. Me faltan nada. Me faltan ahora mismo, me faltan 6 horitas para despertarme. Y todavía no he cenado. Así que bueno, Espectro, Benayo, abuelo, nos vemos, macho. Mañana más. Hasta luego.